The purpose of understanding how major scale intervals work, as well as how you create chords in C, is because when you have them in just the white keys, it's easier to see the breakdown of these. But in order for you to find for yourself the new keys and what sharps and what flats you have in every key, you could just memorize the circle of fifths, which tells you what the sharps are, how many there are for each thing, what the flats are, how many there are for each key. But this method allows you to find them if you have no idea what the circle of fifths are, if you don't want to look that up, but just want to find it for yourself. So we are going to go to the key of G, which I will start by telling you in this key that it has one sharp, and that is F sharp. So we can test that with our major scale interval by starting on G and going up based on this whole, whole, half, whole, whole, half. So we start at 0, we take a whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. Now, flats and sharps cannot share with naturals. In most music, you will not see these together. And so if we play F sharp, that means for the rest of the song, we will not play F. And I will show you, this sounds weird if I play, that doesn't sound right. But if I, instead of playing the F, if I play the F sharp, it sounds... Right? So anytime that you start with sharps or with flats in a certain key, you have to continue with those because we cannot have two Fs at the same time. An F and an F sharp, it doesn't work. So in this key, we had our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is your sharp, and 1. Okay, so we can do a similar thing to what we did before of working through Waymaker in this key. So in Waymaker in the key of G, we start with 4, just like we did in the key of C. Except in the key of C, 4 was not C because it's in the key of C, so C is 1. In this case though, because we're in the key of G, the fourth note in G is C. So we have G is 1, A is 2, B is 3, and 4 is C. So for Waymaker, we will start on 4, which is C. And we'll play Waymaker, miracle worker, go to 1, which is G, promise keeper, light in the darkness, and then we go to D, which is 5, my God, that is who you are, and then to E minor, which is 6. Now, you'll notice in 5, I'm not playing the white keys because remember I said I was going to play F sharp instead of F every time. So that means in the key of, when we play D, we have to make sure we're playing that F sharp, okay? So, one more time, 4, Waymaker, miracle worker, 1, promise keeper, light in the darkness, 5, my God, that is who you 6 are. Okay, very good. So let's break down Waymaker chord for chord in the key of G. Remembering that F sharp takes the place of F, we can move our way through these chords. 1, being G, is made up of G, B, and D. 2, which is A, still using just the white keys because we haven't hit that F sharp yet. 2 is made up of A, C, and E. Now 3 starts to get tricky because 3 is a minor chord, but we can't play F natural. We have to play F sharp. So 3 in the key of G is B minor, which is B, D, and F sharp. Okay, 4 in the key of G is C, which doesn't use the F, so we don't need to worry about any black keys. That is C, E, and G. And then 5, remember we talked about this, 5 is using that F, so instead of F natural, we use F sharp in the key of G. So we have D, which is D, F sharp, and A. And then 6 doesn't use the F sharp or F, so we don't have to think about the black keys. We just play our natural, and that is 6 minor or E minor, which is E, G, and B. And then 7, you don't really play, so we're gonna skip that. So for Waymaker, if we do a 4, 1, 5, 6 chord progression, we are starting with 4 being C, made up of C, E, G, to G, G, B, D, to D, D, F sharp, and A, to E minor, which is E, G,